I'm here to share with you 2 postcards in the tales of grand adventure. Actually not. I'm going to share with you 2 postcards and the different responses that we got from them to show you that as realtors, we have to continue testing our marketing and changing things up. Because if it's not working, we got to change it so that we have something that is working. One of these postcards landed me in the middle of a grocery store in a 20-minute conversation with a past client, vendor, and friend. Why? Because he read the postcard and brought it up to me. As realtors, if we are trying to get engagement from our clients and our past clients, it is absolutely crucial that we give them things that they can bring up in conversation so that they can spur on the relationship. So what happened? Let me show you these 2 postcards. If you'd like to see them in more depth, just hit pause when I'm showing them to you. You can go back and look at them. But I'm going to show you the one that didn't work so well first, talk about why it didn't work, and then I'm going to show you the second one. Here's the first one. Picture of the outside of the property. We've got what it's sold for. And I put, hey, if you'd like to watch the video about this sale, click on the QR code. Guess what? Not many people have gone to look at that video. It's an extra step. People already wanted to get what they know about it. They wanted to know what price they got for it. That's on the postcard. Really didn't give anybody any reason to reach out to us, talk about it, or mention anything. That is a failure in my regard. We spent a lot of money on this postcard, sending it out to over 1,000 people, and not one conversation was generated. So we had to mix things up. I had to change things a little bit. I wanted to test things. And here's what I sent out the second time. A different property, but very similar, almost the same price point, same kind of townhome style home, but this is what we sent out. This one, I picked the interior photo because it was the best picture we had for the postcard. The exterior photo, not so great. Interior photo, amazing. Pick that one, put it on there. And then I also wrote a story about the process, and I asked them not to go to a QR code. I did not put a QR code on this one. I put behind the scenes. Why did I start that way? Because I wanted to give them something that they're not going to hear on Zillow or read on Zillow or see on Redfin or Realtor.com or any of those online sites that take our leads and sell them to their advertisers. I wanted to give them information that they could only get from us. And so I wrote behind the scenes. And then I tell the story about how they were in escrow. The buyer wanted a price reduction for very little repairs. My sellers had it. They said no. The deal fell apart, but they went back into escrow where they ended up netting $15,000 more in their pocket at the end of the day. That's the story. The clients took the risk, the deal fell apart, and it turned out working in their favor at the end of the day. So that's the story I told. So I'm in the grocery store, and one of my past clients, friend, vendor, walks up and says, hey, I just got your mail or postcard, whatever you call it. It was the one about the family who they ended up getting more money, like $15,000 more. And I'm like, yes, they did. In fact, that's right near your home. And so he was excited about it. He was grateful that I sent him the postcard. And he also received the other postcard, but didn't mention that one. This is the one he mentioned. Why is it powerful? People can emotionally connect to stories, and so stories are crucial as we market our business. What is also important about this one, I didn't give them the price. I gave them the address, but I didn't give them the price, and I didn't use a photo that was unattractive. I used an attractive photo. But here, I think, is more important part of it. It wasn't just the postcard. Here's a checklist of where I sent this postcard in addition to the postcard. So the postcard was number 1. I also put that same image that I crafted and drafted and that same story in our email marketing. So that went out to over 1,000 people via email. Then I also used that same verbiage and that same image, and I posted it as a blog post on our blog. Then I took that blog post and I shared it to social media. I shared it on LinkedIn, Instagram, as well as Facebook. So I created social posts with that same image, with that same story, and then also have a YouTube video about cancellations also as well that includes a snippet of that story. So I took that same content and I used it all over the place so that I could maximize the story. Realtors, you need to tell stories and you need to test what works. Perhaps your postcard needs to be refreshed. Perhaps your messaging needs to change. Perhaps you need a checklist of places where you're going to put that information so that when you go through the time and effort of putting together a great marketing piece, that doesn't go to waste. So hopefully that's helpful for you today. God bless you all. If you find this helpful, if you find this content great, please subscribe, hit the like button, share it, and come back for more videos. God bless you. Have an awesome day.